Joined now by Steve Hanke in Baltimore. He's a professor of applied economics at Johns Hopkins University and one of President Ronald Reagan's economic advisors. Welcome to you. Thank you very much for being with us. So how damaging do you think it is to President Macron that they've had to cancel this visit from King Charles?
Well, I think it's just the start of the end for Macron. I think he's toast. He is Mr. Know-it-all. He always has been, it's my way or the highway. And he's in his last term as president. As a lame duck president, they have always a lot of problems usually because they know they'll never face voters again. And they tend to do very risky and somewhat stupid things. And this reform clearly is in the stupid box.
Why is it so stupid? He and his supporters insist that the country needs to urgently reform the pension, the retirement age for the country's economic health.
Well, what they have to do, Samantha, the French are spending 15% of their GDP on pensions. The United States, 5% on Social Security. So the French have a very fat system, and it can't be sustained. It runs huge deficits. The solution would have been to reduce those benefits. Instead, Macron, by increasing the retirement age from 62 to 64, he just went for increasing revenue in an unsustainable system that has benefits that are way too great. And the overall fiscal situation in France is a complete disaster. The government spending as a percent of GDP is one of the highest in the world, about 60%. Debt as a percent of GDP is about 112%. So everyone knows they have to cut back spending to solve and reform the French fiscal situation and pension situation.
Surely that would have been equally unpopular if you say to people, well, you know, you've been putting in all these years, but you're not going to get out what you thought you would.
Well, they could have retained the old system for the old timers and changed things for the newcomers that are coming in. So there were many reforms. My very good friend Jacques de la Rosière, who was a former governor of the Banque de France and managing director also of the IMF and president of the eBird. He's written many books on this, and the de la Rosière solution has been presented personally by Jacques to Macron many times, and it's been ignored. The only solution is cutting back expenditures. That's the only sustainable option.
Professor, you say that President Macron is toast, but as you said, this is his last term. He can't stand again. And so does these protests, his unpopularity, really make any difference?
Well, they do, because reputation. Look at the last term presidents in the United States who got into scandals and trouble. Nixon, Watergate, he was toast. Reagan, Iran-Contra, he got into a lot of trouble with that. Marty's reputation. Clinton, impeachment, Monica Lewinsky. It did a lot of damage to Clinton's reputation. So it's a reputation thing. They don't realize, these lame ducks, that they're playing with fire when they take these dangerous decisions. They think they have nothing to lose because they'll never face the voters again. But they will face the public in terms of their personal reputations.
OK, Professor, interesting to get your thoughts. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.